15리터야. 이거 어떻게 따르지, 따를 때? 로제. 블랑드블랑. 한솔아, 우리 거기
봐봐. 이게 되게 뭘 나는.
랑송 is a very old maison de champagne from 1760, and since 1798 the Maltese cross is the symbol of 랑송, because this cross has been chosen by the son of the founder, who was a knight of the Maltese order. And of course, through the time, this Maltese cross became the 랑송 cross that you can see on each box. Here on this other picture, you can see that the 랑송 page 1883 has been enjoyed during the Universal Exposition in Paris, which took place in 1889. And of course, thanks to this, 랑송 could be known worldwide and has been very, very successful in the UK. And indeed, a few years later, in 1900, 랑송 obtained from the Queen Victoria the royal warrant, which means that 랑송 has been one of the official suppliers of the court of England. So now a few words quickly about the First World War. So as you shall know it, France suffered a lot during that time. And the galleries of the champagne houses have been used as a shelter. And that's why in 1914, 랑송 put in its cellar a statue of Mary the Virgin to protect the people. And you'll be able to discover this statue at the end of the tour.
Okay.
So once will be down in the galleries. Here is a picture of Victor 랑송, who is the one who introduced the classic black creation in the range. The champagne black creation has been introduced in 1937, and it's the iconic one because black creation is around 75% of the production. It's called black because there's a majority of the Pinot Noir inside. This is the first Wimbledon bottle,
Wow.
so the one from 1977. And finally, here on the right is the new design of the black creation. It's the place where we press the grapes. So we have 4 of them. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Once the grapes have been pressed, the juices of the grapes will be transported as quickly as possible to this place.
Here.
In this facility.
Mm.
And then it's here that we'll do the whole champagne winemaking process. So what you will see in a few minutes.
Vintage,
so the
only
vintage
vintage.
here is written on the front label. 08, which means around 12 years of age.
So now you have 2008 and any other vintage?
So the other ones, it's 13.
13?
And Noble that will taste, it's 04.
I've never seen this label before.
No, it's a very rare champagne. Yeah, we don't sell, so we just have very, very limited. Thank you very much. And we go to the left.
우와.
So yeah, we go up.
와.
여기 다
우와, 얼었어. 와. 오. So only this
Yeah.
area
Yeah.
is glow
Exactly, yeah.
랑송.
Yeah, so here there's exactly 1 hectare of
Ah,
vineyard.
1 hectare.
Yeah, exactly.
Ah.
In Champagne, with 1 hectare, we are able to produce more or less 9,000 bottles.
9,000 bottle for 1 hectare.
But as you know, for Le Clos, we have lower yields,
Mm.
between 6 to 8.
6 to 8.
Because as Le Clos is a champagne from a very high quality, we only use the very best grapes.
Ah.
And
Wow.
about the grapes, here there's only the white Chardonnay.
Ah,
So
white
Clos is
Chardonnay.
Blanc-de-Blanc.
Because I've been to Sangpanyu maybe like 5 times, but I've never seen actual like grapes in
Yeah.
the city.
Yeah. It's very unique. Only Lanson see vineyards during the tour. You know, 12 years in the bottle.
12 years in
Yeah,
the bottle.
yeah.
Wow.
And for this one, and only for that one, we use small oak barrels
Small oak barrel.
for its first fermentation
First.
process.
Ah.
And you see the oak barrels in a few minutes.
How long? How old is this
Yeah.
vineyard?
So actually, this vineyard is here since the 18th century.
18th
yeah.
century.
So at the time, we used to be here on the countryside,
Okay.
Ah.
and there used to be 15 hectares.
Mm.
But when the city developed itself,
Mm.
the vineyard has been reduced
Ah.
and surrounded by the buildings.
Sure.
Mm.
Wow.
와, 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 와. 오.
Third,
1/3.
the global capacity.
아.
And we put all of them together. There's like 5 million bottles.
5 million bottles. Wow.
All of them or per? All of them.
So it's 327 hectoliters per vat.
와우.
밑에 봤어?
Yep. 오, 진짜 더 작다. 와. 와, 귀여워.
where we buy grapes.
Ah.
These are written with two colors,
Uh-huh.
black and gold.
Mm.
In black, if there's inside the vat a wine coming from a grape with a black skin,
Pinot Noir?
Pinot Noir,
Meunier.
or Meunier, and gold for
Chardonnay.
So same idea, one grape, one place, and one year.
And do you only use 3 types of grapes or other?
Depends. So
Depends.
for instance, the first qualities we use the 3, but for the vintages, so champagnes aged a very long time, we don't use Meunier. Because
Okay.
Meunier is a grape with a lot of fruitiness, and the fruitiness, when it's aged too much time,
Okay.
it's not very good. It needs to be young. Yeah, so those are 50, 75, 100 hectoliters. The fact of having vats from different sizes allows us to have a huge palette of flavors because the wine evolves in a different way according to the sizes.
Or maybe the village produces more wine.
So actually we have other vats with Verzi or just a small part, but just to have a wide palette of flavors for the blends. Because
와, 크다. 오, 따뜻해. Warm here.
yeah, it's warm.
와. So only from the vineyard out there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So exactly. So the small oak barrels are used for Le Clos. So what's interesting is that you can see how many barrels we need for 1 hectare. So So I mean for one harvest, 1 hectare, 1 year. So if we put all of them together, there's like 7,000 bottles.
Okay.
So what year vintage are these?
So right now, there is no Clos anymore because
Okay.
actually, Le Clos is Blanc-de-Blanc. So we are not looking for strong oaky flavors. So the wine stays in oak just for a few months,
Okay.
like 3 or 4 months. The oak are never empty, otherwise they could dry. So
Okay.
that's why they are refilled with some reserve wines until the next harvest.
So that's why they are cleaning now.
Yeah.
Wow.
And yes, so for now the big oak barrels are empty, but otherwise those are used to provide to the wine those oak
Oakiness.
flavors. Yeah. And during the blending process, we'll mix wines from the vats with wines from oak together
Okay.
to give to the champagne more
Flavor.
structure, body. It's for the gastronomic cuvées. But Le Clos is 100% oak.
와, 드디어. 우. Wow. So how many meters
So,
below
so here we are on the 0 ground.
0 ground
But
and
then at the end will be 12 meters.
12 meters
Below
below?
that, yeah.
Wow.
So we have 7 kilometers of kilometers. And we keep here around 22 million bottles.
Bottles. Wow. To keep the humidity. Is it
So
natural?
Actually, yeah, we are surrounded by the chalk.
Chalk.
Yeah, so behind the bricks is chalk. It's the chalk which allows us to maintain the same temperature and the huge level of humidity. Aging starts when the second fermentation is finished. And in 랑송, there's a minimum of 3 years of aging. We'll enter the 랑송 paradise, which is the place where we'll be underneath the vineyard. And you'll see it, we will be back in those old galleries.
Okay. Oh.
Here you are.
And you don't do the
Turning,
Yeah.
Turning is made after the aging. So we'll come back to it. But we don't turn the bottles by hands anymore.
anymore,
No,
right?
finished.
Is it like
Giro palette?
Giro palette.
Yeah, we use the Giro palette for the turning.
와, 엄청 많다. Are they like reserved wine here?
Yeah, so those are the bottles of the classic black creation.
아,
Yeah.
classic.
This is the classic. Take your time.
와.
During the aging, there's on the side of the bottle a sediment. And the longest the champagne remains in contact with it, the better it is. But then once the aging is over, we have to remove it. That's why we do the turning. This way, the sediment will slide slowly from the side to the neck. Once everything is in the neck, we'll plunge a few centimeters of the neck in a freezing solution at minus 28 degrees Celsius.
Wow.
So the neck is frozen, but the rest remains liquid, just the neck. And inside of the ice cube, the sediment is trapped. Then the neck is removed. The bottle is turned up. And at that point, the crown cap we have seen before is removed.
Okay.
And it's thanks to the high level of pressure that the ice cube pops out.
Naturally.
Yeah, because of the pressure. And before we close the bottle with the final cork, we'll add in the wine some liquid sugar. And it's the quantity of sugar added which gives to the champagne its final touch. So if we add between 6 to 12 grams of sugar per liter, we have brut. Less than 6 means extra brut, and more than 12 means sweet. Yeah.
뭔지.
And now we go.
Wow.
So those are the bottle that we keep. They are not for sale.
Yeah.
Sorry. The oldest one we have is the vintage 1904. Yeah.
1904.
Yeah, but
Wow.
of course it's kept for the next generations. We will not open any of those.
와. 대박이다.
It's 1904.
So we just. Yeah, so here she is since 1914 to protect the people during the First World War.
I heard because of global warming,
So
The-
global warming is not a problem for us because if the year has been hot, then we harvest earlier.
Oh, okay.
You know, to avoid the grapes from having too much sweetness. So global warming is not a problem in Champagne.
But for the advantage, you can have more vintage champagne. I
Yeah.
heard.
Yeah, exactly.
From left here, right?
So this one has been aged 4 years.
4 years.
Yeah, so I put yours on the left. 4 years of aging, and it's a blend of 3 to 4 harvest years. You'll feel it, and of course this one is brewed with 8 grams of sugar per liter. So the black creation is a perfect champagne for an appetizer
Appetizer.
because it's fresh, like easy to drink. You will have white fruits aromas like pear, apple, some citrus fruits, and a touch of honey. Yeah. Cheers, everyone! Something. Something. Cheers. Cheers to you.
It's just something, not
Santé.
something.
Yeah, santé.
Something, something.
Santé.
향기 과일. 와, 과일은
아, 이것이 모닝 샴페인.
Thanks again. You're curious about the snacks?
Yeah. That's traditional.
Okay, good. Thank you.
진짜 꿀향이랑.
그러니까.
So what is the number for
Yeah.
5,
Yeah.
8?
So the name changed in 2023 with the labels from Black Label to Black Creation.
아, 블랙라벨인데.
And so the number 258 means that since the Black Creation, the Black Label has been made, there have been 258 harvests
Wow.
and blends,
아,
which allows you to keep track, you know, and to compare between the 57, 58, and then 59 to make sure that it's still a constant wine.
More picture.
7% of red wine. So it's the red wine that we have added, which gives the color, of course, the red color, and yeah. So here you feel the red fruits aromas. So I'll put it on the left this time.
Yeah.
It's more logical. So you feel here the strawberry, raspberry, and cherry. So actually, this one is not sweeter because it's the same amount of sugar, 8 grams, but it's fruitier because of the red fruits aromas.
So do you use like saignée or just blend?
No, maceration. Yeah, because we wanted always year to year to be the same,
Oh,
and
okay.
with the maceration we couldn't have the same product. And rosé de saignée, so with the maceration method, they have more tannins, and so we are looking for a wine with freshness and lightness. So it's better for us to mix.
Just to
Red and
blend.
white. So do you want me to put it?
Yes. Thank you. And here's number as well, 67.
Yeah, same idea. 67 blends of rosé.
Because I love rosé champagne, but it's not sold well in Korea, so not that many importers import
No, but-
rosé.
You know, in France, people still think that rosé is for the women.
Ah,
But
really?
Yeah. It's not, but it's like an old-fashioned way of thinking, and it's hard to get rid of it.
So that's why when I ask all the like my friends importers to import more rosé champagne, they say like it's not sold well. So
maybe in the future, but even in France it's growing. So maybe it will grow as well outside.
But why is the price more expensive?
Yeah, it's more expensive because we don't. So, of course, we can't use any type of red wine. It's red wine coming from champagne. And it's very rare because most of the grapes that we produce are used for champagne. And a small part is used for white wine. And 랑송으로 doesn't make its own red wine, so we buy it. And as it's rare, of course, it's expensive. And it's another step, during the blends, because we have to add the perfect proportion of red wine, which makes the blends even more complex, more difficult. So it's more job, so more work. That's why it's more expensive.
But Chardonnay is most expensive grape,
it
right?
is. Yeah. The Chardonnay from Côte des Blancs is the most expensive grape.
I've had the Salon only once.
Yeah?
Too expensive.
Yeah, it is.
맛있다, 호재. I love it.
Yeah, it's very, very good.
딸기 케이크 향.
And how many grams of sugar?
8.
8.
The same sweetness.
맛있다.
Do you want to keep the course? You do? You are a collector?
Yes.
My son correct.
I used to collect when I do winery tours, but then I ended up having so many crocus.
Too much.
Yeah.
I understand.
But why is the shape of bottle different?
So actually the shape of rosé and the black reserve blanc that we'll have after have this shape too, because it's like premium wines. Yeah, to make people understand that it's a higher quality. Yeah, and the shape of rosé changed like a year or 2 years ago. It's very,
really?
so it's very new. Yeah.
So this shape is like standard shape.
The classic one. Yeah.
We were talking about the shape of Dom Perignon.
Yeah. Yeah, similar. Yeah. And it's often so that's the prestige. Champagnes have this shape like smaller and wider.
And it's really hard to keep in the cellar because it's wide.
Yes. It's more difficult. Yeah. It's the same by Ruinart. Wide.
Sure.
So it's,
맛있다.
I
like it.
It sounds very good.
Once when I was traveling, maybe 4 years ago, I went to Hauteville.
Auvillé?
Yeah.
Auvillé.
And then I found this vintage shop, and the owner there used to work at 랑송 before,
Oh, nice.
like 20 or 30 years ago, and then he had a collection of old vintage of 랑송.
Nice.
So I wasn't sure about the quality.
Of
of
course,
keeping-
sometimes, yeah. And this one is a little bit drier,
Drier.
with 7 grams of sugar per liter. And we only use the Chardonnay coming from Côte des Blancs and Montagne de Reims. So in total, this one is a blend of 15 places. And has been aged 4 years. So as it's Blanc de Blanc, it has some chalky aromas, white flowers, and some complexity, like roasted almonds and hazelnuts. So because it's both fresh and complex, it's good for an appetizer, but also for food pairing.
Fish.
Fish, seafood, white meat, of course cheese. And this one and the next one, Black Reserve, are the ones made by Hervé Danton, so our cellar master, when he joined 랑송 like 10 years ago.
10 years ago.
Yeah, he's the one who made the blonde and the black reserve. You know, in 2020, the range changed a lot. So before 2020, we had 15 champagnes, which was a bit too much. And yeah, Hervé Danton decided to redo the range, and we went from 15 to 10 champagnes.
이것도 되게 complex.
Yeah.
Like I really love champagne, and I always wonder like how to keep the like balance of blending.
Yeah.
To have the same quality and same taste every year.
It's incredible to imagine that people are able to redo always the same wine, even if the years are always different from another. But it's the responsibility of the cellar master. Have you met Hervé Danton? No, the cellar master? No. Yeah. He's doing an incredible job.
I went to Belfond 2 years ago, and then I saw them blending.
Okay.
That was also in February as well. So they were blending.
The wines, in a small scale, and then they do it in a big scale. Yeah, it's incredible. And they are able to foresee how the wine will evolve, like in 4 years, 5 years, or even more. So it's incredible.
And I'm also like curious about special club, champagne special club.
Le Clos Lançon. Yeah.
Like there are like 33 special club.
In Champagne, you mean? Around, exactly.
And I heard they do the blind tasting to select like who to be a member of special club.
Exactly, yeah.
But I feel like there's more intensity compared to other blangdeblang champagne.
Yeah, it's exactly, It's because Lançon wanted to have some gastronomic cuvées. That's why we have introduced blonde and black reserve. For a long time, champagne was seen as the wine just for appetizer. And then people said, okay, it should be also wine to eat with
food.
Yeah, for food.
그래도 so far rosé is my favorite.
Yeah, that is very good.
맛있어.
And this is the baby, so to say, of Hervé Danton. So the black reserve. So black reserve has. So if you don't know this one, it's very good that you can taste it. It has a great success. Anyone loves the black reserve. So black reserve has the same blend than the very first one. Black creation. Same blend. So 50 Pinot Noir, 35 Chardonnay, 15 Meunier.
But aging more.
Yeah, it's aged another time. 5 years.
5 years.
And the first one was a blend of 3 to 4 years, but the black reserve is a blend of 10 to 15 years. So more years have been blended together, and there's a touch of the harvest 2003 inside.
Wow.
So it's way more complex, structured, full-bodied. You can see it, but the color, it's a deeper gold color, and it's as sweet as blanc. So 7 grams of sugar per liter.
진짜 색.
In this one you have plum aromas, dried fruits, and candied fruits.
Ooh.
And on the back labels, you can also see when the bottle has been disgorged.
Ah, yes, yes,
When the
yes.
sediment has been removed. For this one, it was made in November 2023. So you can keep track.
향이 확 다르네.
Thank you.
Welcome.
오, 진짜. I love it.
Yeah, this one's
오,
amazing.
이거,
향이 너무.
오, 진짜
Everyone
리저브.
loves it. It's like a very good value for money. It's incredible.
That's why I love like vertical tasting, like
Yeah.
to compare.
Compare. Yeah.
너무 맛있다.
이거 진짜 맛있다.
맞아, 인정. 아, 이거 맛있다.
역시 오래된 것들이.
2 years make really difference.
Yeah.
Like aging.
Yeah.
2 more years.
2 more years, but it's also because it's a blend of like a lot of old wines. So even if so it's hard for us to explain that it's different from the first one because people think okay it's the same blend, so it's the same wine. But
No,
it's
totally different.
yeah, old wines mixed together and longer aging. And have you ever tried Noble?
No,
No, Noble.
we don't have that in
Yeah.
Korea.
Okay. Yeah. And by the way, 랑송으로 is known to be one of the few champagne houses who don't do the malolactic fermentation.
You
So,
don't do.
I mean, so before Hervé Danton was the cellar master, 랑송으로 didn't do it at all.
Okay.
But then Hervé Danton decided to introduce it, but I mean, like not for 100% of the wines, which means that the non-vintages or a maturity without and a bit with the malolactic. But the two that you taste, the Noble 05, it's without 100% without malolactic fermentation.
So malolactic fermentation adds more like yeast flavor, right?
Easter, what is this?
I mean like the yeast 향 뭐라고 해야 되지?
브리오시.
브리오시.
Yeah, brioche, yeah. So no, actually it said that if you introduce the malolactic, it's like brioche flavor, it's more roundness. But without the malolactic, it's like more fresh because it keeps the aromas of the grapes, I mean the freshness of the grapes. Yeah. Good. So we start with Blanc, the freshness first. So, of course, it's pure Chardonnay and 100% Grand Cru.
Grand Cru. Wow.
So actually, Black Creation posits 50 Grand Cru Premier Cru, 50 Autre Cru. For the Blanc and Black Reserve, it's 70 Grand Cru Premier Cru, 30 Autre Cru, but for Noble, just Grand Cru.
So what decides Grand Cru and Premier Cru?
So the scale Grand Cru, Premier Cru, Autre Cru has been introduced in Champagne in 1927 according to the quality of the terroir.
Okay.
The quality of the soil, subsoil, exposure, etc. And those criteria they don't change over the years. So that's why this doesn't change. Even if they thought about changing it and putting some autre cru in premier, for instance, but actually we won't change it.
Okay.
Because also it's like a part of the tradition of the Champagne area, so we don't change it.
Because I know in Burgundy, like Grand Cru is like like middle of the hill, and then that's something like that.
It's fully different. It's different. Yeah, so about the Noble, it's 6 grams of sugar per liter, and in 05 we have made 17,649 bottles.
Wow! 2005.
And yeah, this one's amazing because Noble actually it's it's a balance between the freshness and the complexity. It's old wines which have kept their freshness. So the duality is very, very interesting.
It's really interesting to see the difference of the colors.
Yeah. It smells amazing.
기대된다. 달라. 이거 미쳤다. My very first time to try novel.
Yeah.
와.
So with the very, very small bubbles, because of the very long aging.
Do you sell it in the market, like shops?
Yeah. So I mean, not any kind of shops, like for specialists, but actually, it's quite
이거 너무
hard to find it.
와, 이거 너무 맛있다.
Yeah. Those are amazing.
와. 와.
Yeah.
와우.
Yeah, and also has amazing wines.
와. 너무 맛있는데?
한국에 알기로
진짜 너무 맛있다. 이거 우와.
And this time it's the Maltese cross, which is put in
But this
France.
one is different from the glow.
Yeah, close something different. Yeah.
너무 맛있어. 이것만 해도 너무 맛있는데.
So if you want, once the tasting's over, I can check if you have a bottle of Clos if you want to have a drink.
아, really?
Yeah. I'll check what I can do.
아, 이거 너무 맛있다. 진짜 미쳤는데? So you are selling 2005 now?
Yeah. So actually, for I think so, 04 is almost sold out. We just have a few 04, but almost nothing left. So yeah, no, it's 05. The few rare shipping house which have to have such old wines. Yeah.
너무 맛있는데? 이거 우리 저녁 때 먹을 걸로 한 병 사갈까? 노블로.
다 마셔보고
다 마셔보고.
비교해봅시다.
We can buy bottles here, right?
Yeah.
너무 맛있다. I'm so amazed.
Yeah. It's as you say, it's very old wines. It's not that easy to find such old wines on the market.
너무 맛있다. 와, 이거 너무 맛있다. 감동적. 이거 진짜 감동이다.
이것도 150g 하는데 괜찮은데 가격.
어떤 거요?
이게 너무 맛있는데? 진짜 감동받았어. 앞에 약간 로제 버려. 입에
나 이거 순서대로 마셔야지.
맞아.
And now Noble Brut 05. So this one is 70 Chardonnay, 30 no, 30 Pinot Noir. We made more of the Brut, 39,565 bottles. Same sweetness, of course. 6 grams of sugar per liter, so it's extra brut. You know, most of the prestige cuvées are extra brut, and it's the same. So this one has maybe more rawness.
Okay.
More rawness, and still the candied fruits, the dried fruits.
Can I drink more?
미국에서 160.
Yeah, of course.
너무 더 마시겠다고.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, feel free if you want to have more.
우리 집 근처에서 파네.
It's the same, of course. And how many hours? 8 bottles. And this one is number 3177. So as you know, Blanc extra brut, 12 years of aging. And as you know, the first fermentation took place in oak barrels. So the oak that you have seen before, that's why this wine has some vanilla flavors.
vanilla flavor.
Vanilla, chalk, white, sorry, white flowers, and some roasted, roasted dried fruits.
Wow. Number 2004.